Well, happy Friday everybody. What a bundle of yumminess I have gathered together today. It's our week 48 and we're going to be looking at a stitch this week. We went a little bit out of order, but that's not a problem. So I've got a lot more stuff here than I actually need, but I've just pulled this stuff out just to go through a couple of things and just show you some bits and pieces. So we're going to be looking at a sheaf stitch today. Really lovely little simple stitch. So I've pulled some threads out and some fabric. So the threads, this is the stuff that I got from Yarndale, and they are by Wee County Yarns, and it's a 4-ply wool. Just absolutely beautiful colours. Got a lovely purpley, oh, they've actually been given names. That one's pagan, that one's teal, that one is cumin, that one is a medium grey, that one is blaze. Oops, absolutely stunning colours, absolutely gorgeous. And pulled out a little bag of stuff I'd got sent from Karen. This is she has a website called Finish My Quilt, and these are some dyed bits of, I think it's cotton felt, it's felted, I'm not sure, I'll have to have a look. But just some gorgeous colours, and I just thought, ooh, one of these would be quite nice to go with the threads. Just a nice soft. I was originally going to go like for these tealy colours here, but then there's some blues and some pinks. I'm not doing pinks or purple. Mind you, I haven't done purple before. Oh, do I do purple? Purple could be quite nice with those three. It's a bit different. I don't actually think I've got, I don't think I've done a purple tag. Let's have a look. I'm trying to steer away from blues because I've always been doing blues, and I was going to go blue, but I haven't done a tealy colour, and that's quite nice. That's a nice background. A bit dark possibly. Oh, what to do. Too much choice. I shouldn't have pulled all this out. Should not have pulled this out. No. Right, whenever you're done like this and you've got lots of things, pull things out that you know are not right. So you start limiting your choices. It's always a good idea. Can't even open the bag again now. Right, let's put that to one side. Right, a few people have said, how do you choose your colours? How do you make decisions? It can just be how you feel on the day, and just looking at your colours that you've got. And everybody will make very different choices. I've got 5 threads there. Right, I'm going to disregard 2, so I've gone to 3. So it's looking at what colour background they'll stand out nicely on. You see how that's quite nice. Got like a bright, because they're quite dark colours, whereas if I went dark on dark you might not see it. Ooh, I can feel the cogs of my brain. Didn't want to use the red. I haven't done any red on anything. I do like that. So lovely changes in colour on there. But I'm just worried. The yellow, or do I just go one colour? Ooh. Right. Too many choices. We're going to choose one colour thread and one colour background. Done. Bish bash bosh. Dunsy dunsies. Right, once the decision has been made, then we start stitching. I feel like a superhero, like going dun dun dun. We've made a decision. Right, pop that there. Okay. Okay, that's going to go on there. Now it feels quite a soft fabric, so I'm wondering whether or not I need to put another bit of fabric behind it just to stabilize it just a little bit. Not sure. Not right, I'm just going to start. Right, let's get the little cover off. So is this bit when you get a new wool or thread and you've got to find the beginning. Oh, look at that, straight away. Oh, that's nice. Right, so I'm going to pull a little bit of thread out. It's not going to be a very long video today because I'm just showing you one stitch. And then it's just a case of cracking on, really. So whereas I think last week, oh, it did go on a bit. Sorry. So I'm using a wool. You could use anything at all. It needs to be a slightly thicker thread, so if you were going like with a DMC or a stranded cotton or something like that, I would definitely use 3 or even more threads. You don't really want a really fine thread, and it's a really simple stitch, yet it's really, really pretty and quite effective. So let's just make a start. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 stitches. Mine are going to be about 1 centimetre long, and we want them to be parallel. Now it's important that you don't pull your thread too tight because you don't want to distort your fabric. So we're going to go for 3 parallel stitches. It depends on how thick your wool is or your thread is to how far apart these are going to be. Okay, right, so there we go. We've got, working, yeah, 3 parallel stitches. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring my needle up in the middle of 2 of these just to start off with, but then it needs to come out at an angle. So I'm coming from the middle and out. And then what I want to do is I'm going over and I'm going to go back down on an angle. Oops, it's not in focus. So I'm going back down on an angle, so I'm coming like in the middle of the stitch. Now what this does then, just hold that flat, it creates a little bridge and you pull it together. And it's called a sheaf stitch because it's meant to look like a sheaf of wheat. I often think that they look like little bows. So basically, let me get a piece of paper, do a little doodle. So you're going to start off with 3 stitches that parallel each other, okay, and what you're going to do is bring a stitch up here that comes out over the top and then back down underneath. So what it does, it creates that little feel. So this is the little bridge, which is why you need to come up in the middle and come out and round and go back down, and then you pull it gently and then it pulls your 3 little arms in. Okay, so that's the basic stitch. And then all you're going to do is just keep doing them, but you're going to vary the direction. Now I've just said we're going to do 1 colour and 1 thread, even though I tempted you right at the beginning with a big pile of fabric and 5 different threads. Then I've said now you've just got to be 1 colour and 1 thread. Obviously this is your tag. if you saw that and got all excited, and before you even watched any more, you went and got loads of stuff out, you can do them all multicoloured. So there we go. Try and bring that down a little bit. There we go. So I've got my three threads fairly parallel. So I'm going to bring my needle up in the middle, but then it needs to come out. So don't catch that thread. So it's going out on an angle. Pull it, go over the top, and then it's going to go underneath and in on an angle. So it comes out approximately the same place it went through. Pop it down, just hold your fabric and just give it a little pull, and you create another little sheaf. And then it's just a case of working out. Now you could do big ones, little ones, they could all be exactly the same size, but this is a really pretty stitch. The trick with it, which is why I was on about possibly putting a piece of fabric behind, is just making sure that these ones don't distort your fabric. So you just want to make sure that they stay nice and flat. So I've spaced these ones out a little bit more. Okay, so come up in the middle. So I've come up in the middle, but go underneath that outside thread. Make sure you're not catching on the thread so it's loose. So I'm coming out on an angle, go over the top, go underneath your threads, make sure you have gone under the threads, that you're not catching them. Probably not the best fabric actually to have done this with, because I keep catching the fabric. There we go. Back down underneath. And then pull. So that's our stitch. Hopefully that's focusing. That we're going to do. So they're like, I suppose really they're like little butterflies or little bows, but we're just going to do a scattering of them. I'm going to fill my whole tag with them, and then like normal, that way around, that's the right one. It'll just get attached to there. And that's our tag this week. Okay, there's no point sitting and stitching and watching me. I might do a fast forward one of me just finishing it, but happy stitching everybody. I hope you have a lovely Friday. What date are we on to now? 26th of November. Oh, heading into December. We've only got 4 left. Oh my goodness. I will see you next week. Happy stitching. Mwah.